Before you think about listing your home the typical way with a real estate agent, you might want to give my next guest a buzz. His name's Lavada. He's a real estate investor, broker, and buyer with First Prime Realty Group, and he could buy your home for cash, no matter where it's located and no matter the condition of that home. Lathe, it's great having you again, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me over to this house. We'll speak about it in just a moment.
You're welcome.
So why would we sell a house to you through cash versus, say, the typical way of listing it through MLS with a real estate agent and paying all those fees?
Well, there's a lot of different reasons for that. Some sellers don't want to pay a real estate agent commission, and there are no commissions on the homes I buy. There's other reasons as well. We just had a homeowner who had an elderly mother who was in the home, and she had dementia, and she didn't want to show the property while her mom was at home. So we were able to buy that property very quickly, in fact, and be able to not have people coming in and out of the house. And that was a big thing for her.
I'd imagine that those medical hardships and other hardships, like maybe inheriting a home that's in major disrepair, that's unsellable with a typical seller, makes a cash buyer really important.
That's exactly right. We, in fact, just purchased a home from a seller who was going through cancer and needed to sell very quickly. We actually were able to buy that home in under 10 days, get him the money in his pocket so he could go and get treatment over in Chicago. There's a lot of other things that, cause a seller to sell as well, like job loss. They need to relocate, they've inherited an unwanted home, or they have an unwanted rental property. Those are the sellers that we can really be the most help to, that they need to sell a home that needs major repairs, and they just got to sell quickly.
And chances are, if they're in that hardship, moving can kind of be a little bit difficult as well, especially if you got that big armoire or entertainment center, which frankly you have no use for. What do you do with that stuff? Do you have to schlep that over to the dump yourself? Can we keep it here and you take care of it?
Yeah, one of the things that we do is we can close on a property and get the homeowner their cash profits before they even move from the property. This is very helpful if you're short on cash to relocate, to get into that next property. Then getting that money in your pocket before you move is very important. There's other scenarios where buyers are or sellers are trying to buy another house, and they need to sell this house, and getting them the cash in their pocket and closing on that deal so they can have an easy, smooth transition from the house they're selling to the house that they're moving into is very important for a lot of sellers. Chances are the house they move into will be a more difficult process than selling to you. You can have your cash to us in very short order. I mean, how fast is you able to do this? Well, I mean, we really streamline the process. We put right in there what the net profit is going to be to the homeowner. We pay for all the seller and buyer's ordinary closing costs. There's no commission on the deal. Here's what you're getting, and we write that right into the purchase agreement. And we've closed deals in under 3 days before. Wow. But again, it's really based on that seller's time frame and their situation. We want to buy the house. We don't have to buy the house. So we're a different type of buyer. As long as we can come to a win-win between the seller and us, then we're good. What are some things that we should know about when selling to a cash buyer? Well, first of all, a cash buyer should always do a pre-offer inspection, have somebody come out and look at the property before signing a purchase offer on your home. Because we just had a homeowner who was selling to a national buyer, and that escrow fell out. That closing fell out 3 days prior to when it was supposed to close. Yeah. And that puts the seller in a bad situation. Now, when I do my purchase agreements, we give an offer, we get it signed. We always do a pre-offer inspection evaluation on the property. That's very important. I'm the buyer, and when I say I'm going to purchase a property, I actually do. We're standing in a house right now. Obviously, as you noted, we're not in the Morning Blend set. What are we standing in? Well, this house is over in Henderson, and we bought this house from a lady who did need to sell very quickly. We were able to purchase this one, in fact, I think it was under 10 days. I've actually held on to it for a little bit longer than normal because I'm just so attached to it. And so I really like the house. We had our Christmas party here. We did a lot of things to make the house much nicer, put new flooring in, and this one we even interior designed. Awesome. So if our viewers want to get a no obligation cash offer from you, what do they have to do? Well, it's very simple. Just call my office or visit the website. We'll give you a no obligation, hassle-free cash offer in 24 hours, and we can see if we can buy your home quickly for cash. Awesome. Lathe, thank you so much. Thank you. His number's on your screen, 702-476-2000, or you can visit his website. It's on your screen as well. First Prime Realty Group, they're a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.